founder of Kantanka Automobile and now also a leader of Adwoa Safo missions no nyina ye nim Safo Kantanka ye nyin asinkwala nyina ye beti ni din ene papai wakanchini egu on ni atiasefo asase esubiom na mro wuye no ana na nkofo bebre ebisa se papai why na ebedi na ade ni nyuma bebrebe a watetetete enyuma oye a chese otimi say inventions ni bi ho no ma first kwa ye hwe bi wo TV so TV bi wo ho no ma ubo nsempe na edum wo san bo nsempe na aso it was very, very fancy because ni nim a lot of knowledge about all these things. Now, I could PMO say Neba Safo Junior and finally, Obedi Pape Ade as the rightful heir for this entire transition course no and I say inheritance course no ono ensem ena chese aba eno ene ensem eno so course in the line and then in the family house of Safo Kantanka edi enije abre afufro na so, out of way no ahana na opese obemo.
So the issue with Safo Kantanka was here clarify what is really happening. So there's been a back and forth with the family members, and I was sharing on the reports about I reports about the family members brought out a letter say anyone or person will deal with the Safo Kantanka family regards with Apostle Kojo Safo in the upcoming burial. You don't need to deal with Safo Kantanka Jr. And then this particular Safo Jr. He was recently on a podcast, Connected Minds. This podcast, of course, show so I think some few months before Papa demise. And in there, he was questioning, say, your father has built a lot of things. He has dreams and aspirations, but then he wants these things to continue in a way. Into wine a bit my baby twaso. And information or say, he believes, say who is next in line or be inherited the dream and I say the best chance and right now that time Papa say not when he dies. Now at the same time to now no a year Osibo Zaraman Echo OKFM and no go to just say to him because Zaraman so no so quite sorry your friend is saying
Adwoa
Safo and no to just say the rightful heir according to them. One more so phone your friend is Sarah Adwoa Safo. But the issue here is that Sarah Adwoa Safo, she does not do anything in relation to tech. She's a lawyer, she's an MP. Safo Kantanka, it was this man who was the CEO.
Exactly.
So now there's a new video about it. Say, Papa no on any kasai, a brand not tears, and the man seemingly kind of suggested, say, he is the person on Twaso. I think we have the video here. Just snippet to a babaka.
We'll speak about why normally after the third generation, it doesn't survive. You see, there's always a problem with transition. If it's done early, it helps. If it's done later, there's always chaos. Now, people spend time with the chaos bit. People's families spend time with the whole, why is it not with this person? We spend time doing that. Whilst there's a legacy to be protected, there's a legacy to be grown. So during that time that we're spending fighting around amongst each other, and the worst case is when you have a family where there are different mothers. That is where the problem is. Because everyone is supporting a child to be at a certain point where they feel they will be comfortable. Do you understand? Personal and selfish.
Yeah, so that is exactly what really happened now. You could see clearly, say, he was saying, say, if there's any transition should be done. And now that the panel, you could see problems with Brian.
I think that I agree with him because in Sembi or Honoma, Otiasia, no baya, now I and Prequies to Trompa, there no Jimpa, now I gen Prequinty, send your kind situations be or Honoma, young African parents, no be or Honoma, a polygamous home. Now I worry more than one. Into a banner, Anna, and money in Emma expect to say. japade bi baba me ba we nchen ana sa didie ne baba me ba we nchen nti aba ne sana there a lot of friction any rivalry contentions ho hia de be busua mu nti esa na japade ka nipa ne ja ne yanhwe ne ye kwa na akose nti I think say I very much agree with him on that fact say bibi wo honum na say ubeja de ama ebusua ubeja ma wo ma oti ase na se wuntumi nturo we olokra mpo a wo de fro bi frɛ lawyer na ka kire no ka se a lawyer for no kan se ma omo mutumi etro de to ho se ne awo kan ye na pepempenti ne ama bi wo hon ma ne de aye esua de.
Okay, so straight up, there is an issue about Sam Georgia. People are blasting himself. Papa no the we are all living a life now. Kamiako say right now, he has started appointing family and friends. Now Sam George, Oko Perez Chapel, which is being headed by Bishop Ajin Asare. And now, according to Sir Obama, who is a popular, Obama Nancy, but according to him, Sam George is now involved in this kind of appointing church members and even Ajin Asare and the baby. It is on the screens. So I read what is on the screens for it's a Babaka. The end to us.
All right. Yes, a new NCA board of directors inaugurated. The Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations, Honorable Samonete George, has inaugurated the newly constituted board of the National Communications Authority (NCA) at a brief ceremony held at the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation in Accra. And NTSA Minister I inaugurate and our appoint and so no on my inauguration ceremony kama amankophobia from a board of directors or mobile buano ewe juma or yeno as a Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation. Na yentua so I'll say the newly inaugurated board members are into the siano share board members are wafa almost meboano no nye juma ne di kan Madam Mavis Ampa ono board chair Madam Mavis Ampa na yetwa so yesanso Reverend Engineer Edmond Fianco. Reverend Engineer Edmond Fianco ono acting Director General of the NCA and also honum na yetwa so yesanso Honorable Mohammed Adam Sukbaru, meaning say din me boni ye dia Honorable Mohammed Adam Sukbaru no Deputy Minister for the Ministry of Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation. And Mr. George Atabuating, ono a member, I believe. Yes, also was Mr. George Sapon, ono so a member. And he was Dr. Augustina Odame, ono so be a board member. And Mr. Mahama Set Saibu, ono so a member. And and a catch no and Emma in call for a raise the eyebrows besides family and friends church members ben association ben and Sam George I said Dr. Selassie Ajenasare Ajenasa Bishop Ajenasare neba bema on also a can board as a board member and on a man call for a be a who answer to mokra. Finally, no your Madam Barbara Sewa Asamoah or also account as a board member. Nana Pacho Bremo.
Okay, so that is exactly what is really going on. I could see clearly, say there are issues. People are saying, sir, this is clearly a family and friends affair. Remember, say this same Sam George, he was in cahoots with some who could do Blackwell. And the family and friends government, and now that they are in power, it's like they are doing the same thing. It's, according to say Obama and Opacha say, if there's any investigation, especially in regards to the code of ethics, mama appointees. According to them, Opacha say, based on all of these things, Sam George is already breaching them, and then the whole code of ethics near the mom is just a formality.
But do you know, say, interestingly, so some Ghanaians are saying, say, if the gentleman is a doctor as an a portrainer, then probably he's learned enough to be a part of the board. In Kofobi, so omunim di entia Obama and other people are saying that this is a family and friends. So far as they be a nipanan krata qualify not to be as an expert no. Why can't he be part of the board?
So the issue here is that we want a fair and good process.
Okay.
Saying I can't see a year a friend is there's a word use in terms of a friend is a family and friends. So a friend is saying your family and friends in a particular year.
Okay.
There's a word in terms of social studies now.
Okay.
So is it neocracy or something?
Okay.
Something like it for me. I'm actual comment time. So basically, there are people also qualified to be on that board. But then once at the end of the day, offer people close to you, the opportunity could have been open. Then you waive us, okay, at the end of the day, person A, person B, person C, then we pick the best. But what I say the fact that a mere doctor needs to qualifier, that is where people have. Yes, and that is where the big problem is. Because Pinaxtv has you perceive a fool because who are equally good like us. But then we want to go through the process, and then basically what we also want to do is say a man go for be brave, even together with the people we know. If the people we know win, and as Omudin kind was our field now, fine. So that is one of the big questions among for can say. Clearly, Sam George is basically breaking his code of conduct here. Just say issue a question, but I will come back to that particular issue.